So my wife brought this piece of yard gravel in, and we're looking at it, and there's some like blue sparkly things in there, as well as you'll see that like a goldy colored stuff, and a lot of rocks have that. And people call it mica, except this is not mica. This is a metallic something, and probably AuPt. Um, and the blue stuff, I think, is diamond. Um, but one of the things that's interesting about this particular piece of yard gravel is granite, right? This is from the Sierra Estrella, the mountains I live in. Um, and this is a ruby from the Mogok region of Myanmar. And it is 9 on the Mohs scale of hardness. So the only thing harder than that is diamond. And you can't scratch a ruby with anything except something that's 10 on the Mohs scale of hardness. And we just scratched a ruby with my little piece of granite here. Ain't that something, huh? It's definitely not quartz and feldspar. And the blue stuff in there, I've got some still pictures. You can't really see the diamonds because they're little tiny things. Um, but what you see in the black stuff is platinum, and the white stuff is palladium, and there's gold in the planes of cleavage between the two. And there's some radioactive stuff in there that kind of glows green. My wife said, "Oh, it glows green outside." And I went, And you can kind of see it right in there a little bit. So there's something radioactive in there. It might be radioactive platinum. It might be uranium. Got both here. The Sierra Estrellas are a big mountain, 3,000 meters at the top, 10,000 feet. And it's pretty much all made out of this stuff here. Something like this stuff anyway, and bigger and smaller grain size to it. And underneath of this, what we're sitting on, is called pegmatite granite. It's much larger cubes of granite, and you find all kinds of cool gemstones in pegmatite granite, and we grind it up and make yard gravel out of it. So far out, this isn't actually ground up, it's like a crystal, right? And the crystal structure is cubic, and so it makes like diamonds and cubes and squares and things that have 3 even axes basically. So, and it is hard. That wasn't an accident. Um, it'll do it again. Sometimes, when you do something like that, it's leaving a chunk of this behind. And so I wipe it off with my finger to make sure we've actually got a scratch there and not just dust. So it actually is very, very hard. And it formed under a great deal of pressure, and it crystallized slowly. The slower it crystallizes, the bigger the crystal structure is. And this is a single crystal of AuPt, AuPd granite.